All right, everybody, we are back with Clock District for Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy. Currently he is spinning. Sonic spinning. Anyway, take it away.
Hello, welcome to part 2 of the Zem92 after show. There we go, I forgot his name, forgot the numbers for a second. This is Spyro 3 from the Reignited Trilogy. I guess we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. Also, I've got to mention, I've got a beautiful commentator here. His name is Surf. Surf, feel free to say hi.
Oh, hi everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me on board, Clock. I'm very excited for this.
Thanks for coming on. So the first thing about this run, there's going to be a bunch of cutscenes at the start. Don't care about cutscenes. Cutscenes suck. The first two, we're going to skip them really quickly and easily. The third one, if I skip it too fast, the game will actually black screen, but I'll have control. And then if I was to like quit and then restart the run, it would actually screw with the lighting engine in Unreal Engine 4 and make all this prettiness look like a sunset. You'll see here I'm going to be using some... Sorry, go.
It would make it look better, but
it looks great.
We're daytime streamers over here.
Yeah, so the first thing you're going to see here is you're going to see me doing a couple of wall glides. One to skip talking to an NPC called Bianca, and the other one here to get this egg called Amy. We'll go more into wall glides in a second. So this game's built on the original Spyro 3's geometry. And when Spyro rubs up against walls, it can go very high, and he can also keep his height. You'll see it right here. We're just going to jump across here. We're going to fail that. Never mind. I went way too far to the right. We'll try that once again.
That's okay. Let's talk about what hardware you're running the game on real quick.
Yes. FPS is a very important thing in this game, just like the previous run where this is a good start. This is a very good start. Oh my god, no.
You got it.
Yep. I've never had this bad of a miles before. So before, when I said that we were running Crash 4 at 120 FPS, where I was optimal, this is optimal at 30 FPS. I'm running at 37 FPS. It's a little bit cleaner for me. Basically, when your FPS is lower, Spyro jumps higher in this game, and we're going to abuse it to get to some places that we're not really supposed to be. We're basically going to sequence break individual levels, do some of them backwards. We're going to like go to the end of some levels and then get back on track to where we're supposed to be, and then like break the level again. It's a very common theme in this run. If you've seen the original game, this is closer to the 100 egg category than it is to any percent. All right,
as you might have gathered, we're collecting 100 eggs.
I mean, we end up with 101 at the end of the run, so you know.
All right.
So there's Sunrise Spring done. We're gonna do another.
So I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question for you and Surf. Do you put milk in your mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Not cow's milk.
What do you put in them?
Yeah.
What kind of milk do you put in them then?
Not cow's milk, apparently.
Cow's milk, apparently.
I feel like that's not your business.
Do you put Pepsi in your milk? We're not talking about pilk in here. Like, you know, I know someone who unironically drinks pilk. So welcome to Cloud Spires. We're going to break this level by doing a couple wall glides. We're going to fail that. Oh my god. We're going to do a couple of wall glides, get up here. We're going to do another wall glide after jumping off this little pillar here.
Oh, this is a tricky one.
That's good. That's a tricky one to get. So where I am now, you're normally supposed to go to the end of the level, unlock a whirlwind that takes you up to the top of the level, and then come here. But level order doesn't really matter in this game. I can just, if I want to go somewhere, I can basically go somewhere in this game. It's a lot of fun. This game's very broken. So here's the end of the level.
Open world. Yeah.
Yeah, think of it like an open world game. We're going to get a couple another quick eggs in here. There's 2 eggs we get. One of them we'll use to set up for the other one. There's a thief, and there's also this little mini game here where we have to flame these 6 spirits. Once I get the 6th one, there's a thief that you'll see who will be set up for me to get a nice quick kill on him. You can hear him going nee, 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 in the background there. You can also hear him running now. So that's the first one
personally,
done.
Personally, as a child and even now, fuck those guys.
Oh, really? Well, I just got one in like 10 seconds.
I know, I hated them as a fucking casual player.
Oh, they're great when you know how to get them. So now we're going to get our last egg of this level, which will be Stephanie. Stephanie is a great one because there's an enemy guarding Stephanie. Stephanie's hitbox doesn't, Stephanie's trigger doesn't load until this enemy's dead, and we leave that trigger area just like that. So, a quick explanation on this game. We are trying to get 100 eggs and a handful of gems to defeat the sorceress. There is no getting into levels when we don't have the egg requirement like in the original game. There's only one instance of getting somewhere that I'm definitely not supposed to be, but we'll get on that later when we get there. So if you remember the Amy skip that I did at the start of the run, this is actually where you'd go to get that egg. Normally you'd go through this little cave here, but we don't want to do that. We've already got Amy and there's only some gems in there. We don't really care about gems in this run. There's 20,000 gems across this whole game. We only need like 3,000 across the whole game. So
probably less.
Yeah, probably less with the newer routes. It's not a lot of gems at all in any capacity. So we're going to head into Molten Crater here. Molten Crater is a fun little level. We're actually going to be coming here at the end of the run. So if you like this level, you know, you're going to see it twice. We're just going to take a nice quick trip through this level, get 2 eggs for now. There's a nice little 10 gem that we can get there. There's one egg here called Ricky. I'm going to blindly jump, get this enemy. Very nice. I know a lot of people used to struggle with that when this game was a lot newer. I'm just
What
gonna run.
used to?
Yeah, you get used to it. I remember when I first started getting that enemy consistently, people were asking me how I did it, and I just said, don't know. I point to the enemy and I kill him. It's as simple as that.
CSGO.
It's all the CSGO, mate. All right. So basically what we're trying to do is there's 4 homeworlds. Each homeworld we need to, at a very minimum, get into each level and get to the end of the level, and that will send the NPC that we're helping back to unlock a vehicle to get to the next homeworld. After that, pretty much the remainder of the eggs, whatever's fastest we pick up. There's actually 5 eggs that we don't, well, so we can chop and choose between. One of them is also coming up, which is gonna be awesome. We're unlocking Seashell Shore. It's a great level. I love this one. It's one of my favorites in the run. I think it's one of the only levels where we get all of the eggs.
Yeah, most people definitely get 5 of them, but we're gonna see a fun little boss fight as well.
Oh yeah, we love Bluto. Every time I come to Seashell Shore, I always think of, you know, this run's going swimmingly so far. All right, so we're gonna prepare for a fun little glitch here. I'm just gonna show you guys. So we're gonna come here. There's this guy throwing barrels. We're gonna get hit by one, and then when the next one comes in, we're just gonna jump through, and we're through the wall like this. What's this? There's this purple portal over here. Go through. Who's this kangaroo? I'm pretty sure this kangaroo's locked up in the homeworld by moneybags. Don't you think, Surf?
I'm very confused right now. I signed up to play Spyro Free Dragon.
I'm here to play Spyro, and Spyro's a dragon, not a kangaroo. Like, who's this kangaroo? I don't know. So this is Sheila. Sheila's an MP. She's a side character that's actually still locked up. Normally in the old route, we used to unlock her straight away, but we found a nice way to get to her nice and quickly. We're gonna use her for this quick little egg here. This egg actually takes quite a while, but it's faster than most of the eggs in the game. Pretty much we're going to commit an act of terrorism. We are going to break down the defenses on this sandcastle. 3 seals are going to run in with bombs. 2 are going to run out. One of them somehow going to survive the explosion. Unfortunately, because I'm trying to go fast, we're not going to watch the rest of the cutscene. You're there, get molly.
You just have to imagine it.
Yeah, just imagine a really big explosion. I am not going to make that jump at all. All right, so now we're going to get the first optimal egg of the run. This is Bluto. He's very RNG. Hopefully he plays nice. Pray for Bluto. And now my blue dragon is not very blue anymore. The cheat codes don't really work on vehicles. So this is Bluto. Say hi, Bluto. All right, he's chasing me. This is good. We want him to chase me, and then we want him to go get ammo. Oh, I missed a box. Oh, no, okay. No. He's not getting ammo. He's chasing me. Go get ammo. Go get ammo. Go get ammo. Okay, you know what? I can just... You know what? Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm going to take a hit. He's getting ammo. This is good enough for me. So ideally what we wanted is we want a Bluto to basically chase me and then do this straight away. Hi, Sparks, please get out of my face. There we go. Bluto's dead. Didn't lose too much time, surprisingly. All right. Now we're going to move on to
That went pretty well.
It did. It was a pretty good Bluto fight, apart from him, you know, coming after me. That was a pretty solid Bluto fight. For a marathon, it's pretty much as good as we're going to get. So welcome to the Seashell Shore Tunnel. We have to get all of these enemies. Don't hit any of the bombs, and there is an egg awaiting for us at the end. Here we go. Coming through here. Last couple of corners now. I think this is the last corner. Yes, there it is. Go around the bomb to the last guy. There's a Duke. And then we've got one more egg, which is the final end of level egg. We're just going to free Stanley the Steel. Skip to the cutscenes because we don't like cutscenes here. All right, that is all of the eggs in that level. Now we're going to go on to our first and only speedway of the run. And Mr. Surf here, who I am on commentary, he actually holds the IL world record for the speedway. So, Surf, if you have anything,
your applause. Thank you.
If you have anything you want to say about Mushroom Speedway, the floor is yours, my friend.
All right, let's start by saying that we're mainly doing this because it gives us 400 gems, and the eggs don't take too much time.
Pretty fast eggs.
When we're talking routes, the IL route itself is not nearly consistent enough for a resetless hour-long run, but we still use the same mechanics. We're going to be trying to extend our supercharge as far as we can, as the supercharge in its third phase is the fastest possible speed Spyro travels, faster than vehicles, I'm pretty certain.
I believe so, yeah.
But you can see the difficulty here of trying to chain it into all the enemies as well as they move on cycles, these spiders. And at the very end, we're going to have... Yeah. Charging into the spiders, they have very odd collision hitboxes, and they really want to push you down into the water. You got to be careful about how you approach. And for the butterflies, you've got the nice little charge combination here, which allows you to hit both layers without having to store your momentum. That was a very clean speedway.
That's a lot cleaner than I've had in a long time. Normally I miss like 2 butterflies. Yeah,
that's really cool.
So we're going to get 2 out of 3 eggs in this one. Block your ears, this might be a bit loud. This is the Hunter's little minigame. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, look at that, I got the 3rd one right here. So there's 7 of these sheep and UFOs. Hunter basically sounds like a conspiracy theorist in this. There we go, that's that one done. It's a very fast egg. Now, you might remember that... a kangaroo. That's the name. That you might remember Sheila, the kangaroo that is stuck currently. We still have to unlock her to proceed to the next homeworld, and that's the only level we have left. So we're just going to teleport into Cloud Spires. That second level that we did, we're going to exit. It's pretty much going to take us halfway across the homeworld, and we're just going to go in there and do that, and we'll be done with this homeworld.
I'd like to point out that these guidebook warps and load screens compared to console are lightning fast, and I'm very jealous.
Oh yes, I every time I watch one of Surf's console runs, I forget how long these loads are. All right, 300 gems for Sheila right there. I'm gonna go into Sheila's Alp, and we're actually gonna play a Sheila properly this time. You know, not breaking the game.
Excuse me, Mr. Speedrunner. I wanted to see a non-glitched playthrough of the game.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm glad you're finally abiding to this rule.
Well, at least here we get a non-glitched level, you know? Well, it depends if you count the mushrooms as glitched or not.
That's debatable.
It is very debatable. We'll get to that when we go there. This level is basically get these 3 billy goats to the end of the level. I have named the splits Invading Austria because it is an Australian in Austria. Funnily enough, that first egg we got was named Ruby. I actually know someone in Austria who's named Ruby.
That's...
Okay, there's the second one. Pretty much just defeat the enemies, get them to their home. This third one, though, you don't just defeat the enemies, you actually have to defeat these little houses that they come out of. Normally, you're supposed to go on the top of the mushroom houses. We can just go to the window here, just get them like that. It's a lot faster. It saves, like, what, 10 seconds, you'd say, Surf?
There is... I'm saying, the problem we have with this egg is if you somehow get pushed away from the shroom, it's a much smaller area to make contact with.
Yeah. That was a pretty good mushrooms as well. All right, and that is that done. I have literally just golded the last 2 splits in a row.
Mad pace.
Mad pace. I've golded 3 splits this run. All right, so that is the first homeworld done. We're now going to go fight the first boss. So the reason why I can come back to the start of the homeworld is because once you finish the homeworlds, the last NPC you freed goes, hey, let's go to the vehicle. Alright, we're gonna head over to Midday Gardens. Every time we get on a vehicle and head to the next boss fight, there's gonna be a boss cutscene. We don't like plot here. We actually could watch them if we wanted to, because they don't add to the loadless time, which is how these games are timed. But we're just gonna skip them.
I like the idea that your RTA will not be in any threat with several cutscenes playing as well.
Yes.
Very confident in your pace. I respect it.
I have a pretty generous estimate. So welcome to Buzz.
That's cool.
Welcome to Buzz. He's pretty simple. Knock him in the lava. Sheila will bounce on his head. I'm going to stand on the edge here, try and bait him into doing this little buzzsaw here into a short attack instead of just running around for like 30 seconds. Okay, he went left. Normally he goes right for me on that. And that's interesting. So that's the first phase done. Oh, that's a bit close, Buzz. Thank you. Thank you for not hitting me.
Somewhat scary of a fight, as if you take a hit from Buzz and the lava, you basically...
You can very easily die. Yes, we're going to take damage abuses here on this second phase. There's this nice big wall of fire that takes forever to come down. Alright, now I have no sparks, so I have to get a sheep here. Because I do not feel confident in my Buzz phase 3, even though I know how to do it. So phase 3, he has another firewall, except it's really short, so I'm going to wait for it to go down, just like that, and then he has like a little fire sneeze. It's weird. It's weird. It also has a phantom hitbox, so you can actually get hit even though there's nothing to get hit by on your screen. So you do have to watch out for that. Go now. There we go. Done. That was really clean, Buzz. I'm really happy with that, Buzz. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy with that. That's the first homeworld done. And the first boss fight over. And I golded that split too.
It has some of the hardest splits, and it's really tough to get some runs out of the early game. You've got plenty of tricks ahead of us, but getting past Buzz, suddenly the whole run opens up. The
thing with Sunrise Spring, that first homeworld, is it's basically trick, back to back to back to back to back. It's not really fun, but it's great once you get out. So here we go. We're going to do another Bianca skip here. There's a nice big trigger box in front of us. We can just go around it like that. Come into the water here and grab Dave. I love Dave. He's a good egg. Literally, because he's an egg.
I hate you.
Oh, all right. We're going to unlock...
Drink?
We're going to unlock Enchanted Towers here. And we're going to go in. We've got a nice little glitch here that Surf gets 100% of the time, and he's never missed before.
Oh, yeah. The success rate must be monumental, perhaps even in the 3 digits.
I'd say it's 100%.
Wow, that's a very generous number.
It is a very generous number. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run around these towers here. Normally you're supposed to go between like 4 towers. We're going to go to the second one here. There's an egg just on my head. I'm going to grab this gem. I like this gem. I'm going to grab Gladys, and then we are going to exit the game, and we're going to go back into the game, because that will teleport us back to the start of the game. If you've actually seen the OG 80%, you'll actually be really familiar with this trick. Some things from the OG game do carry over into SRT, which is really cool. So there's quite a little bit of fan service in this run. I'm going to come over here. Oh, I didn't glide for long enough. That's a good death right there.
Okay. That's totally fine.
It's alright. Hey, look, it took us this long to die, okay?
Yep.
It's okay,
Write it
alright.
down. That's one.
Yes, one of many. Knowing me. Alright. I'm gonna come up here, we're gonna go across to here, and then we're going to... I'm not going for that. That is not a good line. Alright.
It's a very precise... well, there's some wiggle room.
That was not good either. Normally I get this.
We're essentially going for a boosted jump here.
Yeah, that was not boosted at all.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're trying to basically charge off the edge, get a little coyote jump, and then use that momentum just like that to get up there. That's first try, by the way. 100% success rate. Let's go.
Oh, 100%. Let's go, man.
That is a really good use of 30 FPS to make Spyro jump a little bit higher, which is awesome. Here's the 3 rockets that if you've ever played this game on emulator, you'll know deafening. All right, so any fans of Tony Hawk Pro Skater in here? Because welcome to Tony Hawk Pro Skater. What's the current one we're up to? Like
let's just say
6?
15.
Yeah, we'll say 15. All right, so Hunter wants to show us a few little tricks, but I have got a little trick for you. Instead of a skateboard, we've got a squid board. All right, so Hunter's gonna be like, hey, do these tricks for me. And we know what the tricks are. You jump, then you do a roll, then you do a flip. Thankfully, we don't have to go to the end of the ramp. We can just come off the edge here. And as long as we have enough height, we can just do that. We're gonna do a nice little quarter pipe right here. I'm known to get stuck here. There we go. I'm going to do the half pipe. Hunter wants us to do 900, which is 3 revolutions. So 1, 2, and 3, just like that. Now, this is a fun one. Hunter wants us to go down the ski ramp, get 500 points. We can just come off the edge here, just do that, do a nasty knock, which is a nice little combo like that. 2,500 points. Get Caroline.
He's only just invented that trick, by the way, as you'll see.
And Hunter wants to do a little points challenge. Fun fact, we don't actually have to wait out the whole 2 minutes. We can just quit after getting like 2,500 points, and we can literally just go straight back to Midday Gardens. It's great. Saves a good 2 minutes right there. Because Hunter literally has a hard cap. He physically cannot get more than, I think, about 2,400 points. So as long as you do a bunch of tricks and then give up, he's like, hey, you beat me. Here's an egg. Awesome. And so now we're going to go into... Why
didn't you just give us the egg in the first place?
I don't know. Hunter's known for, like, being the villain in Spyro 2 and 3. You know, he knows we're trying to save the world, and he's like, hey, want to go skateboarding? All right, into Icy Peak we go. I love Icy Peak. Icy Peak's a fun level. There's a fun few little tricks in here. Some of them are a bit more annoying than some others. So, the first little trick here, we can get this first guy and knock him into this ice wall. I'm actually going to do it this way and get him to just hit me like that because on 37 FPS, for some reason, flaming him into the ice wall doesn't work. So, we got a nice little strat there.
That is interesting.
Also, any Canadians, this is for you. This level's for you. Alright, so we're going to come here, we're going to flame this little rocketeer. We'll see where that goes in a second, because we're going to do that thing where we break the level again. We're going to get on this cannon, come over here, break that ice wall right there, bring it there in a very specific spot for a setup soon. Do a perfect hover up there, come over here. We're not supposed to be here until the end of the level. Welcome to Spyro 3. And then we're going to come over here, get Reese. And then we're going to come here for a trick that I really don't like. Again, abusing a perfect hover and also 30 FPS jumps. First try Maynard. Okay, never mind. This is a really good Icy Peak so far. Oh, that jump is a lot harder than it looks. Feel free to try it at home.
I think the trick is to get a tiny charge as well. Yeah.
And there we go, we're now at the end of the level, just like that, breezing through here. I'm going to go here to this little mini game under here. If you've ever played this game before, you know that there's these 2 thieves. You chase the yellow one, then you chase the red one. Well, we can just get the red one, just like that, because he's just sitting there. And then instead of chasing the yellow one, I think the yellow one's actually moved. Instead of chasing the yellow one, we can just go onto the other track here backwards and literally just go into him head first just like that because he's really stupid. I'm going to go back to Midday Gardens once again. And we're going to go unlock... Sorry?
Guide booking is always it's a minimal time save in most cases.
Yeah.
But every second counts, and on PC especially, you don't really lose much for LTA.
That cutscene I have to watch out for because you can actually get soft locked into it, and it doesn't. It actually does count the loadless time there, so you lose 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes if you do that. We're gonna get Trixie from that thief. Again, thieves are very easy in this game once you know how to set them up. I'm gonna go unlock our next side character, Sergeant Bird. I love Sergeant Bird. I'm also a little bit undergemmed. This is a bit scary. All right, we're gonna go into Sergeant Bird's base.
More to grab.
Yeah, we've got time. It's all right. So, who said penguins can't fly? Because I'm pretty sure
Science?
this one can. Well, this one can. This one can fly. So, science can suck it, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna get these here. We're gonna get this weight here. One fun thing about this level is we don't have to get all of the enemies here. There's only specific key enemies to move the NPC, because this is basically just a big escort mission for the most part. There's only certain key enemies that we need, so we can just, pretty much control where this NPC goes. We can also beat them to this halfway point and get that first weight on nice and quick. Here's a key enemy right there, that one, there we go. And there's 2 key enemies in this room. Thankfully, one of them actually has quite a lot of gems. Oh, hang on. There we go, get both of the gems, yes. Awesome. All right. Whew. So that's Sergeant Bird done. So now we're going to go into Spooky Swamp. There's a trick that we're going to try and go for called a fly and skip. Normally found in Spyro 1, where you pause on the first frame of entering a portal and you can quit game and then load the level straight away, because there's a nice big black screen when you go into this level. If we don't, there is a nice little backup though, which is awesome. Don't talk to Hunter, miss the pause, that's perfectly fine.
It was close.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, we're going to wait for the black screen. I'm going to wait till I hear the music. There we go. Whoop, quick game. Get back into it. Basically, it just cuts out this little black screen. Don't know why it exists. This game is built on spaghetti. I'm going to wait for the game to load back up. There we go. All right, Spooky Swamp's a pretty chill level with only a couple of eggs that we get here. We are going to essentially skip having to pay money bags, because we don't like paying money bags. We like to keep our gems, because we need them for other characters later in the run. I'm going to grab these couple of gems here, just because I'm a tiny bit low. There's Michael. So normally you'd go that way and you'd, go pay money bags, unlock a door, and you'd read your haiku, but we can just come through here, and the end of the level's literally right here. Done. You get Thelonious. I love Thelonious. He's literally a good egg.
There it is.
Oh, I wonder how many times I'm going to say this. Grace is probably just cringing right now.
I'm suffering.
All right, here's Frank. And I'm going to make sure that I don't quit the game, because one thing about this game is it remembers what your last menu input was. So when you exit level, it remembers that you exited the level. If you go into the guidebook, it remembers you went into the guidebook. If you quit the game, it remembers you quit the game. So if you forget you quit the game, you can very easily quit the game. Which also makes it really good for fast menuing. You might notice that I'm just blitzing through some menus. That's how we do it. All right, we've got 2 eggs coming up here in this spot. So we're going to go through this little power up. So normally you'd just get all 4 of them, and then you'd, get teleported back to the middle here, which is awesome. But we're going to try and abuse that to get 3 of these things. Come over here, shoot the last pots. We're going to get Modesty. There's the last hit, get teleported back here to Matt. And then we're going to come here into Bamboo Terrace. Honestly, one of my favorite levels in the whole game.
Very aesthetically pleasing.
Oh, it's a great level. It's also fun because we get to break this one too. We're just going to do this level backwards, essentially. There's another fun little wall glide, similar to what we did at the start, actually. When I come here, this is how we get to the end of the level. You might have heard Zem... Why did I hover there? I keep on thinking I need a hover for that wall glide. You might have heard Zemini's Ratchet run say that Ratchet and Clank levels are basically like a circle, and like when you start at the beginning, go around, and then you end up back at the beginning. Okay, that was too much. That was too little. Essentially, Spyro levels are the same. You start in one spot, go around in a big circle, you end up at the end. I'm on 0 lives as well. This could be very bad. Alright,
Even if we lose the last life, you can always go back from mid there.
Exactly. There we go. There's a wall glide there. Come up here. There we go. Just like that. And this is the end of the level right here.
Still cleaner than mine.
I've had a lot cleaner bamboos, so alright. We're still on a good pace, and that's what matters. And there's things saying she didn't dab for us. The NPCs they dab in this game. I don't know why. Here we go. There's a thief here. We're going to catch him on the other side, just like that. Get Pee-wee, one of my favorite eggs. I love Pee-wee. And then we're gonna come through here, go through this sort of middle section. There's 3 areas essentially that this level's broken up into. You normally would have to help the pandas, and they'd like open doors and extend bridges and stuff, but we don't need to do that. We can just skip them. You can come through here, get Madison. There is a skip to get Madison, but unfortunately it's very, very difficult. Alright, we're gonna come through here, we're gonna get Dwight. And that is it for this this homeworld. We're gonna fight the second boss. So Clock, you could say you're being egged on. Oh, yeah, I could say I'm being a bit egged on here. Alright, there's a bunch of nice little gems we can get over here. Go into Evening Lake. Now we're on the Whirly Gig. We're actually possibly might be coming back to this boss fight after fighting this boss too, but we'll get to that when we we'll get to that point when we get to it. It's alright.
Just a few more levels in between when it's becoming relevant.
Oh no, I got 4%. I got 4%.
Okay.
So I was talking about menuing fast. When it comes to going into a boss fight, if you menu too fast, you physically cannot skip these cutscenes. So we have to watch this cutscene no matter what. Thankfully, the loadless timer is paused, so we can, you know, enjoy the plot. Don't know who these characters are. Never met them before. Don't know who that Yeti is.
I think one of those Rhinox, I've met them before actually.
Oh really? Did you go to school with them?
No, I think I proxied off in Sunny Villa.
Oh yeah.
Okay, actually I don't recognize that man. Now he's got hooves.
No, you don't. Oh wait, you don't recognize this one?
No, funnily enough, it's quite new to me.
Quite new? Yeah, I think it's quite new. Alrighty, so we're gonna head into Spike's Arena. So we're gonna continue the theme of the side characters help you. First thing that's gonna happen is gonna be some rocks. There we go. These rocks can scare me, so I'm gonna take a little bit of time on them. We need to smack 2 of them straight into Spike. He's gonna try and, you know, just break him with his fist because he is absolutely ripped. Look at those pecs. Alright, now Sergeant Bird's gonna start dropping some fun little crystals or rocks. There's the first one. The first 2 will be red. They will give you this fire ability, and then the next 2 will be like a little bit of a missile. There it is. Whoa.
I feel like Sergeant Bird also has pretty good pecs, being a penguin and all.
Yeah, considering 1 is a penguin and 2, like those. Have you seen how little those wings are and how he can just hold his whole body in the air like that? Like he must be so strong if he can do that. Wait for that. There we go. Just like that. And that is Spike defeated. Nice and easy. And I'm going to try and come over here for something we can call early whirly. Get my nick. Basically get a little bit of control during the egg movement. There we go. We got into the whirly gig nice and fast.
That was really good.
Well, I mean, it was a gold, so it must have been really good.
Yeah, it's a really kind rock placement as well. Shout outs to Randy Boober.
Yes, no, there is a funny moment of Randy getting scammed by 6 rocks, I think.
Enough.
All right.
How you feeling today, Clarky?
I'm feeling good. So welcome to the third home world. This is Evening Lake. This is the only home world where we physically cannot skip Bianca because the Whirligig literally drops you into the trigger. There's nothing you can do about it. We're going to go into Frozen Altars. This is the best soundtrack in the whole game. You cannot change my mind. It is a fact.
Harbor Speedway gang.
Harbor Speedway is like a close second. So the gimmick in this level, we get an ice breath. It's cool. Normally you're supposed to melt these ice walls and melt some snowmen, but we can just freeze these enemies and just go right over that wall. I almost didn't go right over the wall. We're going to collect a couple of extra gems because I'm feeling a bit low. And you know, I'm a bit greedy. All right, we're going to come over here. Abuse the fact that I've got 37 FPS and can jump high and come up here. Never mind, we're going to miss it.
That's okay.
That's okay, because I can literally just go back around and go for it again. There we go. We're going to get Cecil. So normally you'd come into here and you'd go into this little tower thing and you'd freeze that little snowman that's over there, but we don't care about the snowman. We're just going to come up these stairs that you normally get through at the end of the level. The funny little pattern we've got going on with this game. Do a little wall glide over here to Jasper. Ignore everything that's down here, including that snowman that we're flying right over. I've had him grab me out of the air before. It's not fun. And there we go. We're just at the end of the level. Again, we break these levels.
With Frozen Altars, there's an optional boxing fight you can do with Bentley.
On console and on the old route, yes.
Yeah, the trouble we would have here is, obviously, we haven't unlocked Bentley. We still need to reach 1,000 gems. So we'd have to reroute the entire hub world. Not to mention, the egg itself is pretty fixed in terms of how long it takes.
It's
there are rival eggs that take as long. Yeah.
It's very slow, and it's easier just to skip getting like 1,000 gems and get them later on. So I'm gonna get Stubby here. He's a good little egg. I love Stubby. I'm gonna come into another great sounding soundtrack in this game. We're gonna go to Fireworks Factory, who also has the best egg in the entire game, not just the entire run. Every SRT3 runner loves him. I'm down to 4 FPS. Oh my god. All right. It's gonna be the first egg. So welcome to Fireworks Factory. We're gonna come through here. Hopefully we don't play the blood tax from our friends. You all know him. You all love him. It is Noodles.
Newts.
Nudes. Yeah, we gotta pay the blood tax. All right, yeah. Sadoon. All right, we're gonna come through here, and we've got 2 more eggs to get in this level. All right, we're gonna take this cannon out. Also, good night, Orcris. I hope you sleep well. Great run earlier. It was great to watch.
Bye, Orcris. Have a good night.
All right, we're gonna pick up this rocket here. Normally, you're supposed to use it on these guys. We're gonna use it here on this little strong chest. I'm gonna go into here, and we're gonna do what we call Sam skip. I'm gonna talk to Handle over here, and we're gonna get this enemy over here, and we're gonna say, "Hey, you throw a bomb at me, please?" Thank you. We're gonna bounce off the bomb. First try Sam skip. Let's go. Normally, you'd spend. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if we have 2 seconds, I would like to plug and remind everybody that we are here raising money for Save the Children. We are only $206 off from our $2,500 goal. So if you would like, you can go ahead and donate. The minimum donation is $3. But yeah, y'all should do the thing. Excuse me, why is the command not working? There it is.
There
Thank
it
you,
is.
Nightbot.
Shout outs to the Speed Dogs team for
massive shout outs.
continued production.
All right, so we're gonna. I forgot to guidebook back to the start of the home objects. Okay, we're gonna just exit all game right there. We're gonna go see our good friend Jank Whale. As you can probably tell from the name, is very janky. He can soft lock you coming out of him, so we like to just come into him like this. It's a very nice cycle. Get Jonah, quit the game again, go back into the game. So then we don't have to exit him and then we don't get janked. Sometimes he can spit you out and then suck you back in again for like 2 minutes straight. I've had it happen in runs before. It's not fun. It is not fun.
A little bit of an oversight by Toys for Bob overlords.
I mean, there's a lot of oversights in this game. All right, we're going to
This next level.
Worst level in the game. I hate this level. Casually is great. The music is great. This level on the runs, it sucks. You can legitimately lose like a couple of minutes here if you're not careful. Alrighty, so Charmed Ridge. Lots of enemies. Lots of ranged enemies too. They will try and hit you with every opportunity they can get. So I'm just gonna blitz through this one. Bunch of gems though too, which is very nice. There's this nice little chest piece. We're gonna bait it out just like that. I'm going to do a wall glide up here. Normally you don't come here until like a little bit further on after paying Bentley. Sorry, Moneybags. We don't pay Bentley. I'm gonna come through here just like that to get this power up. Take a couple of jumps up here to Benjamin. There we go. I'm gonna go back through it again because we need it. Oh, I fell off the ladder. That's not great. I'm gonna use this power up to get rid of all of these enemies right here. I'm gonna use it to get that key enemy right there. I'm gonna use it to get that enemy because we will make it life a lot easier. That will unlock the end of the level right there. And also straightens out these platforms. Come over here, watch out for these guys. Okay, never mind, I'll get him on the way back out. I'm gonna get these gems, because I like these gems. I'm gonna go talk to Jack, who kind of looks like a Funko Pop, kind of looks like he's been possessed. This area is a lot of fun casually. Normally you're supposed to use these seeds as like a puzzle. Try and get up and find the golden goose. But we are going to absolutely break it. So here we are at the halfway point. I'm gonna wait for Jack. He's gonna be like, "You're doing great. Here's some more."
He clearly doesn't need our help to get to the top, but you know.
He can just jump. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna skip like this whole section. Normally go around this wall, but we're, you know, we're just gonna come up here and we're just gonna go around like that. As Surf just said, he doesn't need our help. He just jumps straight up. I don't know why he needs us to find it. He knows where it is. So there's a nice...
more like a race.
Oh, if it's a race, I've easily beaten him. Nice bunch of gems over here. I like these gems. They're very delicious gems. All right, that enemy's going to try and snipe us. All right, we're going to come over here, grab some nice fancy gems again. There's a lot of gems in this home world. I'm actually quite gemmed up, so I should be okay for gems now. And then we're going to smack this enemy.
Yep.
All right, Princess Amy is running away with... I forgot who this character is.
I think it's Azazel.
I think, yeah, it starts with an A. I remember it's like Azrael, that's right. Prince Azrael, that's his name.
That's Shoutouts to Azazel, League of Legends.
Well, League of Legends and Spyro confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. Aatrox?
Aatrox?
I'm just gonna like mute. It's only good you can have a bit of fun talking there.
No, it's fine. I don't need to talk about it.
All right, we're gonna head into our last non-side character level of this homeworld. We're gonna head into Lost Fleet. Lost Fleet has another 2 eggs that you can swap in and out. They're both subs, and subs suck. I don't like subs, but we are not gonna help. Sub-hater. Yeah, we're not gonna help Crazy Ed with his cannon over there. Normally, you're supposed to go to a cannon down there and break open a wall, but we're gonna wall glide up there. Break that wall. This is a 2-part escort mission. Gonna jump on that wall over there, come over to Chad. Normally you'd come in here after the end of the level. Once again, just doing things in just weird orders. Normally you'd go left in there if you wanted to do subs, but I don't like subs, so we're not gonna do subs today.
Nice little shout out with the camera though, just to remind us what we're not doing.
Exactly, we're gonna shoot this all down right there. Nice little down right. All right, we're gonna come up here. Ed's beating me there. Damn, he's fast today. Alrighty, there we go. There's Craig. I love Craig. There we go. We're gonna exit this level. And we've got one more level, but before that, we've got a couple of eggs to go. All right, how are my gems? My gems are really, really good. So we need 1,000 gems before we go unlock Bentley. Thankfully, there's the perfect amount of gems en route. So we're gonna head out here. We're gonna skip this cutscene that's coming up when it loads. There we go. Get out of my way, please, Zoe. We come up here. We are going to skip Zoe. Do not talk to me. Thank you very much. We're going to go past these fire over here and get Stuart's. And you come up here. We're 978 gems. Perfect. There's a whole bunch of gems leading up. There's Ted, and we're going to do something called Hannah Jump. I'm probably going to fail it because I'm on 37 FPS, and I'm not very good at on 37 FPS. Doesn't look very good, but... Oh! Almost made it up. It's alright. We have a backup. We can go up this ladder here. It's
a very tricky jump, that one.
Oh, yeah. It's easier on 30 FPS, a little bit harder on 37, but that's okay. We need Hannah. That is our 69th egg. Nice.
Nice.
Come up here. Okay, never mind. Let's go up here, get those gems. And that's our 1,005. Probably should have just got 1,000. That would be a bit cooler, but it's okay. We've now unlocked 3 out of our 4 side characters. And 3 out of the 3 that we unlock for this run.
Or Agent 9. No love.
Ah. Sorry, we're going to see him later. Why am I going for that gem? Alright, so welcome to Bentley's Outpost. Bentley's slow. I don't like Bentley. He's cool, but he's just slow. And right here, we're going to have some fun with the gong. And I'm going to show you how spaghetti code this game is. So... I'm going to deflect the snowball. I'm going to go up to Bartholomew. We're going to talk to him when the gong rings, and we can move in this cutscene that, by the way, when it comes in and out of the cutscene, changes aspect ratio for the... I don't know why, but it does that. There's a couple of seals here that we need to get. These are going to throw snowballs at us. Bartholomew will not go unless we defeat the seals. And there we go. There's the third one. We're going to wait for Bartholomew. While we're doing that, we're just going to pick up a couple of gems. The last gem requirement we need is 300. We've got a whole homeworld before we do that with a lot of gems. There's another gong.
It's extremely hard to not reach 300 gems.
If you don't reach 300 gems by the end of the run, you've done something very wrong. That is like, there's 700 gems per level coming up. Now we're just going to move these little boxes in the right path. I'm going to try and get on the corner as well so that we can just move them forward a little bit faster like that. Wait for Bartholomew because you can get him stuck here and it sucks because you have to move the box out of the way and then you have to wait for Bartholomew to get out of the way and you've just lost 20 seconds. Let's talk to him here to get the egg.
Experience.
Oh, I'm absolutely speaking from experience. In fact, I think I did that in my gold because I just golded by like 10 seconds.
Huge.
All right. Seth, you know what time it is, don't you?
I'm sorry, do I hear Cerberus calling?
I do, yes. Is that Cerberus in the chat? We're going to go fight Spike. Spike isn't just a normal boss fight. We're going to try and go for... No, Scorch, not Spike. Far out. You know what? I looked at my splits and saw Spike. So, we're going to go fight Scorch. There's a beautiful glitch we can do here called rocket storage. It's beautiful until you don't know how to do it. I know how to do it. I'm just not very good at it. But we're going to go try for it. If not, we have a backup. It's okay. So welcome to Scorch. Yeah, he's big and he's fierce and he's... Rawr! All right.
Yep, big and fierce.
Big and fierce and rawr! We're going to pray that he fires out fireballs. No, he threw out eggs. Okay. All right. So Bentley can throw out one of 2 different types of rocket. A red rocket, which we've got like right now, and a green rocket. We can, if we deal the final hit on Scorch, pretty much like on the first frame that Bentley throws out a rocket, we can There we go. We can get Bentley to throw out a green rocket when all of the other rockets despawn. That was not good. Okay, never mind. He threw out the fire.
The timing to stun Scorch in this never-ending loop is pretty tight.
Yep. Absolutely. When he's doing this, it is very hard to just get him at the right time. I'm going to get rid of this rocket. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to basically manipulate the rockets that are coming out, because Bentley has a pool of rockets. I'm trying to keep green rockets in the pool so that when I'm ready, he will throw a green rocket.
And he's got 2 hit points left.
Yep. Whoop. Never mind. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm going to wait for Bentley to throw a rocket. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, Buzz phase in Scorch fight is a nightmare.
Yeah, we're going to go fight Buzz quickly, all right?
You can shoot Buzz as well to knock him back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's a red rocket. Oh, it was a red rocket. No. So Bentley threw out a red rocket. One of them despawned. Unfortunately, I did not get to the rocket storage. Normally, when you get the egg, James, you would go grab the rocket and you'd hold it. But we're going to go back to Spike, the second boss that we fought. We're going to go do a little backup called the Purple Rock Storage.
Yes, shout outs to going for this trick in the run, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a very stressful fight. Like, Scorch is hard enough without having to think about the projectiles, so good attempt.
Yeah, trying to get hits on Scorch, when you have to like stay under him, you have to like try and anticipate when he brings his shield down. Very difficult. And then when you're trying to, you know, keep like the rockets in mind, and then you try to count. Okay, there we go. We're going to talk to Bianca apparently. Spyro. Right, we're gonna
Unfortunately, I think we have no choice if we don't get rocket storage, because we'll trigger on the way back.
I believe so. Boris can give us the information on that. For now, we're going to go find Spike and come in here. Basically, we're going to get him down to 1 hit. We're going to pick up one of the rocks, and then we're going to wait for a rock to spawn to drop. We're going to kill the boss, which doesn't get rid of all of the rocks on the field. There we go. I've got good rocks again. Damn, I'm getting blessed this run.
Like, very forgiving compared to Scorch.
Yeah, compared to that Scorch that I had. Whew. All right. I also don't have sparks. Thank you. I'm gonna get that sparks as well. I'm gonna try and get as much fodder as I can to try and get a life, just so I'm a bit safe for a trick that's coming up. One, 2, 3 should be dropping very shortly. There it is. All right, we're gonna wait for the next rock. We're not gonna shoot it. I may or may not have killed a run recently because I screwed up this boss fight twice. But, you know, that's a hypothetical situation. It never happened. Right, I'm gonna wait for it to
Never
drop.
got complacent fighting the second boss.
We're gonna wait for it to
fight.
drop. There we go. 2, 3. Get him right there. Alrighty, there's the rock right there. We don't have much time to grab it. There we go. I'm gonna grab Monique, who we've already got. Okay. So I did lose about 30 seconds on my PB, but that's okay. Fun fact, Surf, I was 1 minute and 1 second ahead coming out of Bentley. We're now 22 seconds ahead. So this is
But you're
PB
ahead.
pace. This is PB pace.
Yeah, dude, you're doing great. We need to discuss quickly how we're gonna escort this rock to Crystal Islands.
Yes, so why don't we get this rock? The next level we're heading to is Crystal Islands. Normally you would get 1,000 gems again, and you would essentially pay money bags for a bridge that literally looks like a brick. As I've always called it for the last couple of years, it's the 1,000 gem brick. Instead, we're going to use this rocket to shoot a thief, which is basically going to take us to a certain part of the level where we can just go anywhere in the level that we want. We're going to do a nice big loop around the end of the level, get all of the eggs that we need, and get the heck out of there. and then just from here on out, it's literally just an egg rush. We're just gonna collect the gems naturally from just running around. It's great.
Yeah, it really does start to feel like a speedrun.
Oh yeah, this is where there's
bogged down by the collectibles.
This is where the run gets fun.
Now that I am slightly not as angry over this, we do have a couple of donations.
Yeah.
So first we have $10 from a name that gets cut off. I'm going to assume it's The Fable History.
Okay.
So thank you for that $10. And then we have a donation from, Sir Boers just donated $15 saying you almost got rocket storage, so I'm gonna donate for that attempt.
All right, there's the thief that we're gonna hit. Sorry, Grace, there we go. Just need to show off this very important trick.
Go for it.
This takes us here to this beautiful little Superfly power-up, which just happens to let us get anywhere in the level. If you also wanted to do the mole's egg, you could just do it right there as well. Okay, we're gonna talk to this guy at the end, never mind. We're gonna get these last few eggs in this level, and then Grace, I will let you have the floor after that.
You're good. I'm still angry.
Oh, we're gonna be very angry, it sounds like. If Grace gets angry, I'm probably get angry at it too. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna fall off the slide, come off this little pole here. And then we skip doing the rest of the slide. Get Eloise. Then we're gonna exit area. And then we're gonna go back to where we shot the thief. Normally in the old route, we would be pretty much going for that thief here. And then we're gonna come up here, get this power up again. There's an egg right underneath us. That's the last egg that we're gonna get. We're gonna come up here, and Grace, you're actually in the game.
Oh, that's beautiful, perfect.
That's you. You're wearing a cap.
Good.
I hope you like wearing hats because you're wearing one. You could say Grace is you could say Grace is a good egg.
I am a good egg.
All right, now that we've got the eggs in this level, Grace, the floor is yours.
All right, we have $6 from Lucian.
Oh no.
I'll let you have a donation to egg you on.
I'm angry too now. Lucian, why? Why? Why?
Welcome to Spyro.
Welcome to Spyro and egg puns. So, welcome to Haunted Tomb as well. We're going to try and just skip straight to the end of the level here with something called Torch Jump. There's a nice little spot that you can get on this torch here, so we're going to do a nice little wall glide on here. Right?
Might I offer you an egg at this trying time?
Oh god, I've got too many of them. There we go, third try Torch Jump. That's kind of normal for me. Alright, we're going to do the riddle there. Vessel without walls, it's an egg. We know that. We're going to come here. We're going to go past Mr. Mike Tyson over here. We're going to come in here. We're going to do tanks. The riddle is this. How many dragons lays eggs? It's 12 years. We're going to use keyboard and mouse here because we can, you know, turn this cannon very nicely. And basically just
is that start... Why does Twitch have an egg emote?
Does it?
Yes, there's just an egg emote.
It's
literally
egg.
Just egg.
It's an egg. Everyone spam egg for the rest of the run.
Spam egg.
I just want to see egg. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, go. So there's some of these guys are hiding behind pots in this second round.
No, it's not better Twitch TV, Lucian. It's just an emote.
We can basically shoot.
Egg.
We can shoot the guys that are behind the pots. We can just shoot ahead of them and just essentially, because they're trying to stay on the other side of these pots to me. I think I missed one. Yeah, I did. So because it's trying to stay on the other side of the pots, we can essentially just shoot around them. And oh, come on, man, come on. There we go. I'll get that one. And then there's one more hiding behind here. I'm going to try and get him with the secret tactics. And try and bait him out.
Tactic you just explained.
Oh yeah, it's so secret. There we go, just like that. All right, we need TJ. We're gonna exit this area, and then we have one more egg to go. There's a nice, beautiful slide that we're not gonna do because we don't need to do the slide.
Two eggs.
Yes, 2 eggs. Sorry, I can't count. All right, we're gonna come down here, glide down this slide. I hate the slide as a kid. I think the sliding mechanics of the original game were really weird.
Yeah, not much better here.
No, not at all. All right, we're gonna wait for our friend Mike Tyson to throw an egg. We're gonna get the last egg of this level, Christine, and we're going to exit the level. Alrighty. Ooh, we're getting near the end of the run, Surf. We're getting near the end.
Pushing forward.
Absolutely.
How many do we have to go? Are we on, say, maybe 84?
I think we're in the mid 80s, yeah.
Oh,
84, yes. Perfect. We're gonna get one here in the home world. Ooh, don't fall off the edge, Spyro, thank you. There's a nice little egg hiding around the corner around here. Just get these gems as well. Remember when I said that you pretty much just pick up gems naturally and we needed 300? We're at 261 right now.
my guess is you're going to be over 500 when you approach Molten.
I am normally over like 400 when I need 300. All right, so welcome to Dino Mines. We possibly might game over here because we're going to jump around the corner here, get Dan. Shout outs if your name is Dan. And then we're going to jump around the corner here. We're going to get a wall glide up there. Perfect. We're not going to game over today. This level sucks because these dinosaurs can absolutely snipe you and they suck. And there's also these guys with the machine guns. They, for some reason, shoot sausages from their crotch. There is no sexual innuendo there. Nothing at all.
Nope.
Nope.
Isn't it funny how the guns in what is it, Twilight Harbor and Spyro 1 are censored in the SRT?
Oh, yeah.
Dino Mines is just...
Dino Mines
is what it is.
Well, I mean, the sausage... I mean, we have the sausages. That got censored. But then, like, the other dinos don't get censored. Okay. Thanks, Sausage Man. Thanks for hitting me. And nearly killing me.
These enemies, man.
Yeah, so
thankfully we don't need the gems, really.
Yeah, thankfully. So this is the last of the optional eggs. I do this instead of doing subs. This is the Dino Tunnel. If you remember the tunnel from earlier when we had to, you know, hit everything, well, this is the opposite. We have to avoid everything. There's a bunch of, explosives in here. There's a bunch of enemies trying to shoot us with guns, which, again, just like the other dinosaurs, weren't censored, even though other guns in the game were censored. There's also a bunch of rocks falling. It's a absolute show, and there's gonna be a bunch of mines coming up very, very shortly. There's also an enemy at the end who will try and shoot you, who can shoot you when you are getting the egg, and I can't see anything. Help. Whew, there we go. Alrighty.
Just trying to add a little bit of excitement, you know.
Gonna make it exciting for the fans, you know. And we're gonna have our favorite line, jumping. All right, there we go. We're out of Dino Mines, and we're over the gem count that we need already. So we started this level with like 270, and we're now at 367. As I said, there's a lot of gems. A lot of them. All right.
We have probably 3 to 4 splits remaining.
Including the one that I'm technically on now, there's 3. So we're gonna get Evie here, we're gonna come here, we're gonna get this thief. We get Macon over here, perfect, just like that. I'm gonna come here into... Why am I getting that gem? I don't need gems! Why am I getting gems?
Yeah, we're gonna switch this run to 117% halfway.
Yeah, this is a 117% run, welcome on in, we're gonna be here for another 3 hours. We're gonna be entering Desert Ruins here. This level is cool. I like this level, it's a fun one. A lot of people like to call this one Australia. I agree. This is a lot like Australia. This is literally what it looks like outside right now.
Not where I am.
Oh, mate, you're in the wrong part of Australia. All right, we're going to come over here. We're going to do a little damage boost to get up here. We've got no sparks. That's going to be interesting from the next Sheila area. We're going to get Andy. Shout out if your name is Andy.
I would take an instant death just to get...
That's what I'm going to do, yeah. We're going to go talk to Sheila, and welcome to Crash Bandicoot. Yes, the 2 eggs in here are actually Crash Bandicoot references. This is basically a throwback to Crash 2's bonus areas. Thanks for hitting me, buddy. I'm glad I got a life early, because otherwise that would have been a game over.
Yeah, keeping it a little bit clutch.
I mean, you got to keep it interesting for the fans, you know?
Always.
Wait.
Not a huge amount to say about the movement here, other than, as you can see, you can get a super jump, but that does still your forwards momentum. You can do a kick jump, which is a little more advanced, and then you do get some forwards momentum and a lot of height. But the main thing is just to try and avoid the enemies where possible and keep moving right.
Pretty much, as long as you keep moving right, you jump when you need to and kick when you need to, you can pretty much just breeze through this. It's a very simple little side area. It can go very wrong very quickly if you're not careful, though. I remember when I started.
Go for.
I remember when I started running this category, I used to lose a lot of time in here.
Yeah, it's a bit deceptive. And these falling platforms, you can get stuck under the ridge, and they'll carry you into the acid.
Yeah, not fun. That's normally how I lost time here. Also, this egg is a shout out to Nella, who's in chat right now. You know, just change a letter and you got their name right there. All right.
We're going to be doing some guidebooking, I believe.
Yeah, I forgot the guidebook.
No worries.
Forgot the guidebook, but it's okay. So we're going to be going back to Molten Crater. We've got a few eggs to get in there. Come on, there we go. There we go. Molten Crater, go. Okay, so Molten Crater. We're back here. It's a fun level. I said, if you like this level, you get to see it again. There's 3 eggs that we're going to be getting in here. One of them is actually a Sergeant Bird egg, which is going to be cool. But before that, we're going to be getting 2 more thieves. If you remember Icy Peak, when we defeated the 2 thieves, this is our 300 gem requirement, by the way. I'm at 518. If you remember the yellow and the red thief, they're back.
How didn't they die? What happened?
I don't know, but they're back. So we're going to get this yellow thief around the corner here. I'm going to wait another corner because my depth perception is really bad. Get him right there. Nice. Beautiful. Get Moira. It's a very Australian sounding name. All right, there we go. That NPC has the tendency to sometimes turn around. Thankfully, he didn't. And we're going to get this second thief. I'm a bit slow here because I screwed up a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, wow, okay. I went way past him. All right, we're going to go again. Normally, you just cut those 2 corners and then you cut him off at the ends there. Go around. Come on, buddy. Oh, I've never been that fast around there before. Okay, interesting. We'll go again.
Only if retries available.
We're going to go again, apparently. Attempt number 4. There we go. We're going to get Kermit right there. We're going to exit the area. We are going to go into Sergeant Bird here. We're going to not do the Tiki Heads because Tiki Heads are slow. We're going to go over here and we're going to get Luna. And then we're going to go guidebook back to Desert Ruins. There is a potential that... Oh, my game froze. Okay, there we go. Awesome. All right, we're going to go back here. We are going to get 1 more egg in this area, and then we're going to get 1 more egg in the home world, and that will be the last eggs, and then we can do the final boss. So, we're going to do a nice little wall glide up here. We're going to go meet this character. Her name's Tara, and she's definitely an original character. She's not a reference to anything. She's original. She's original. There's no other characters that, yeah, she is lost. You're right. There's no other characters that she could possibly be at all from any other PlayStation franchises. Definitely nothing about raiding a tomb. That's that Crash Bandicoot level.
Is that Nasty Nork?
No, I think it is Nasty Nork, yeah.
I made a return.
He's back. All right, we're going to get 1 more egg. Pray that I don't crash getting this egg. Thank you very much. We're going to get Billy. I know that a certain Sir Boris has had a tendency to crash getting that egg. All right, so we have the 100 eggs that we need. We can now go fight the sorceress. Go for a flying hit. Nope, never mind. You still don't know how you crashed there? Neither do I. There's a great clip of it though. So, welcome to the final boss. Welcome to Sorceress's Lair. We haven't unlocked a side character in here, so I don't know how we're gonna get help from a side character.
Yeah,
Who
it doesn't
knows?
make any sense.
Wait, who's this Agent 9 monkey? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? Who are you?
Moneybags is defected. Just lets him out.
Moneybags defected. Also, did I get an achievement? No, that was a friend playing a game. Alright, so we're going to have 3 phases in here, just like all of the other boss fights. First phase is cannons. And my cannon is going to sink through the floor, apparently.
You love to see it.
Hit! Okay, never mind. It's all good. We're going to lose a little bit of time, but that's fine. We're going to come here. We're going to land another shot on the sorceress. There we go. Alright, phase 2 is going to be tanks. We get to drive around. I think we're going to get more sheep. This is not good. We're losing a bunch of time. We're losing a bunch of time. This is not good.
Always important where you can to keep your sparks up, as the AI doesn't understand that you're not really in any danger.
Yeah.
You're just not full health.
Yeah, once you get down to green sparks, which is like 2 hits remaining, then, yeah, they start throwing down some fodder. There we go. Okay, that's phase 2 done. 3 hits on her now. Now we've got half the health bar left. The final phase is going to be UFOs. I'm actually going to be switching to the D-pad now, because using the analog stick is really hard to control. Using the D-pad is really easy to control. I'll wait for it to move away from that. There we go. All right, time will be on the last hit. Okay, never mind. I got thicked.
One thing to note here, D-pad is good because if you use the joystick, you're more prone to gaining or losing height, and that can make lining up your shots much more difficult.
Yes. Yeah, using the D-pad keeps me on a much more level playing field. All right. There we go. There's another hit there. We've got a couple of hits left. We've got 1 more left on this last hit.
Get those GGs ready.
And time! We PB'd by 31 seconds!
GG!
54:36 loadless, let's go! Woo!
Oh my days. Imagine that had rocket storage as well.
You know what's really funny? If I didn't screw up